Hello crafty friends, this is Maria with She's a Creative Girl. Today I'm going to make a birthday card. So I have this brand new die that I got from Spellbinders, and the reason why I bought it was because of these little pierced holes in there. And I don't want to show you what I'm making with those right now, but I will show you when I get ready to do that video because I'm doing something special. Anyway, so I just fell in love with this particular card on the cover of this packaging. And I remember that I had some paper in my stash. This is the Havana paper pad from it's from Prima, and I've had it for a long time as something I got at Hobby Lobby, I think, a while back. But anyway, the colors were just perfect. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try to mimic this card right here. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to cut my pieces out, and if you want to watch me put it together, it'll be a quick one. All right, so this card has got some foil, and then it's got some white. So I probably need to get plain foil and then some kind of a pattern foil. So I got this gold foil pack when I was working at, looks like I haven't even opened it yet. I was working at Joann's. I used to love going shopping there. I used to work there and I would get my discount, and then anything that was on sale, it would be on a discount on top of that. So I got a lot of good stuff. Okay, let's see. Let me just pick a pattern. Oh, I like that one. And you're not going to see a whole lot of it anyway because I did open this. It's going to be covered up, so I'll just take a busy pattern. I'll just take this one. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll work. I could have used one of these too. Well, maybe I'll make two. Let's see what's in here. I think I got this at one of the craft shows. Forever in Time Glamour Glitter Cardstock. Yeah, these are pretty too. I'm going to use another one. It looks like I'm going to need some foil, just a regular gold, and that matches that. So maybe I'll use glitter because I don't think I have foil, just plain foil. But I am going to check. I'm going to look. So let me set this to the side just in case. All right, I'm using a pre-made card just because I got to get them out of my stash. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my pieces and then assemble. All right, you guys, I'm going to go with a different paper for the base or the first mat because that paper I had was a little bit too short, and the die measures a little bit larger to where I'm not going to see the pink card, or yeah, the pink cardstock or gold cardstock underneath. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to measure to make sure that, so this is going to be the first mat, and I wanted to have at least a 1/4 inch border all the way around. So this is going to measure, cut already is 4.25, so I'm going to add a 1/2 inch. So that's going to be 4.75 across, and it's going to be 6 inches high. Okay, so 4.75 and 6. I'm going to take this cardstock here, and I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to save these little tapes for my junk journals. I call them tapes. It's just little end pieces of your paper, but they come in handy to make snippets and things like that when you want to add a splash of color to the junk journals. So here I'm looking at this pattern. I'm going to go this way. It's going to be high. You see, I don't think there is a wrong or right way, but I think it's going to be this way. So it's going to be, I'm going to cut it 6 inches this way. Yep, so I want the pink to show. And I decided to change it to pink because she loves pink. My friend's a pink girl. All right, so this is going to be 4.75 this way. Now I can mount this this on first. Might be a little too big, but we'll see at the end. And then we're going to put the gold on top of that. That should be showing a little bit through there. Let's see. I'm gonna put the white on top of that one. And this is supposed to go under the white. That is really pretty. Okay, so now I just need to make a bow and a little flower. I'm going to make an adjustment here and cut this to 4.25. Seems like a bit much. I just do like a 1/4 inch off of one. It's 4.5. That looks better to me. Nope, I'm gonna make another adjustment because I don't want it to be having a big border. So this is going to be, yeah, it's 6 inches. And that is currently 6 inches. Maybe I need to shave a little bit. Just wait until I have this matted completely, and then I will go back and make that adjustment. Alright, so I'm just going to take just a teeny weeny bit off the bottom. I'm going to take off an inch, about 1/8 of an inch first and look at it. Just to be sure that that's what I want. And another 1/8 of an inch, so probably 1/4 of an inch would have been fine. That's what it is. So final measurement for that initial card base is going to be 4.5 wide and about 8 7/8. Sorry, 5 7/8 high. So I'll be cutting my card a little bit. I'm going to put it on here. I'll go ahead and get this on here. So what I found was that the rectangles on that die were a little bit irregular for me, for what I'm used to. And on their card, they don't have the white showing through. And I wanted some white showing through on the card itself. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the card itself. So I'm going to leave about 1/4 inch on this side. So there's the 6 and 1/8. I'm going to scoot this over 1/4 inch. 1. Yeah, that's what I want. And I'm going to make a little adjustment over here, because I don't think this card was straight. So these are those pre-made cards. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and make my flowers. A bow. I'll go find that. I suck at making bows, so I like to use my bow maker to make my bows. So this is a piece of ribbon that came with a box that I had, and I saved it so that I can reuse it in something like this, or in a junk journal. Perfect bows every time. Yep, that pink looks really good. I may not even put anything else on it after this. We'll see. I'll see what flowers I have in my stash that I might have already finished. Because I like to make my own flowers so they can match the paper line. But that does take a minute. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so I'm going to set that right there. Let's see if I can use the rest of this fabric tack that's on this container. It's almost gone. It's actually 3-in-1, but I don't know. I think it's the same. Oh. Almost had it upside down. This is directional because one of the birds looks like it's upside down, but it really isn't. It looks like it's hanging from the branch trying to talk to the other bird. So here we go. Oh my goodness, I always do that. I just get so excited when I'm about to finish something. That's probably why I do it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this clip on there and let that dry, and then I'll see what I'm going to do about some flour. Alright, y'all, so I found a flower that I made. It was just one, but it's got like a green on the inside. I guess that's okay. I think it looks okay. Yeah, I would have preferred to have made it with this color green back here, but these are made out of mixed media paper. I find that the mixed media paper works out really, really well to make flowers. Makes them nice and sturdy. They don't flatten out. So I'm going to add that right there, and then I'll work on a sentiment. Alright, you guys, so just like always, mess something up. So I had the card going this way. Remember when I switched it around? Well, I forgot I had already mounted this, and I glued it with our glitter glue, so that's not coming off even if I use undo. So I'm just going to change the orientation, which is still looks fabulous, and I'm going to put my sentiment on this side. So I was gifted some foil transfers I've not used before by my friend. These are Crafter's Companion foil transfers for birthdays, and I think I'm going to use, let's see, I think I'm going to use this Best Wishes here for the happy birthday. Let's see. I like that one over there. I'm going to cut that one out and use that. Alright, so like I said, I want to keep the foil theme. So with this, I'm going to use one of these leftover pieces. Okay, I'm going to peel this off of here. I just have to kind of rub that in. And I know, y'all, I'm using my nail. I don't recommend that, but you know, I'll tell you what, I watch all these videos of people making cards and stuff like that, and always getting it really, really perfect and straight on the first try. That does not work. That is impossible, probably for me anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna check it really quick, make sure it went through. Yes. Looks like it did. Yeah, a little bit right here. I'm gonna press hard, really hard, because I want that happy birthday to really come up. Yeah, looks like it's still not perfect right there. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get. I feel like I'm rubbing off a lottery ticket. Wouldn't that be nice? But did that and won. Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my transfer foil. I got some scraps here from some other stuff that I did. And hopefully it will fit. I love it. It's not perfect, but it's okay. All right, so now I'm going to cut this back. That's cute right there. I'm going to turn this back just a little bit more. And I think I'm going to mount this with foam tape. All right, well, there's my card. I hope she's going to like it. I decided to pull out the remaining sentiments and just make a group of cards because this sure was a bit of a process. So I figured let me just get it done and get them out of the way and maybe make a few kits. That way, if anybody is interested in some of the kits, I'll just have some handy, and I've got some extra cards made as well. Going to assemble my card, and I'm going to use the other half of the sentiment to put inside the card. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these pieces up. Okay, I'm going to cut all of these completely nested, so I don't have to do each one individually. I'm going to hold all of this down with some washi tape. think I'm going to use these smaller pieces. Let's see if this will fit. Or maybe too small. I think I already cut it too small. This one will fit right there. I'm going to use my sidekick to get this one out. I have to see where I want to put it. I need to put my ribbon down first, and then I'm going to put a flower on there. Let me see how it looks just with the flower. I think I'm going to use some seam binding and make a little bow with my bow maker. I'll put that there. Put the flower there, but I've got to cut the back of the flower. It's got some wire on there. All right, so I'm going to attach the seam binding bow with some 3-in-1 or fabric tack, so that way it'll stay there. I'm going to keep it down with a piece of a clip. Let's see if this will stay with this one. I think I hot glue that instead, because that way it doesn't go anywhere. All right, let me go ahead and pinch that. I'm going to let that dry. In the meantime, I'm going to start cutting out the card base. Let me take some off the top and bottom, just because it looks a little too tight on the sides, not on the top. Alrighty. That looks great, just like that. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my sentiment here. I think I'm going to put that on a, yeah, I'm going to have to glue those with some hot glue. These there, like this. I am going to put a piece of foam tape on that. And then I'm going to go make about 3 more, just so that I'll have them handy, because I've got to stop buying more paper and start using what's in my stash, right? I bet we're all there. And I've got some gorgeous paper that I never wanted to cut out because it was just too pretty, but here I am. I've got to use it up, because we keep getting some gorgeous new paper at the store where I work, and I keep wanting to buy it, but I know that I don't have any room for it, so it's either de-stash the pretties or use them up. And you know what? Life's too short. Buy the shoes, use up the pretty paper. Use it all up. Okay, so for the inside, I'm going to do the happy birthday to you before I glue all this down. I'm going to put that in the center. I'm going to burnish that in, and then I'm going to use that foil again. And there is that. So I will glue this on and take a picture of the finished card so that you can see it's all done. All right, ladies, I made 4 cards. Let me show them to you. It's going to be close-ups. There's one. There's the inside. There's another. These were fun. Really filled up my afternoon. Nice and relaxing. This one I used the other side of the paper and I cut out some of the elements from the paper and did a little cluster. Came out super cute. I love it. And this is the one I think I'm giving to my friend. No, that other one's the one I'm giving to my friend. Anyway, so what I ended up doing, because I had some extras, I went ahead and made up a kit for 4 more cards that I am going to try to sell. I only have 1 kit, so if you're interested, just drop a comment, send me your email, or you can email me directly at she'sacreativegirl@gmail.com. And I'm in this kit. Obviously the sentiments are going to vary. You will have the foil transfer sheet, enough to rub on your little sentiments onto your card. I gave you some scraps to work with, and the only thing I don't have in here is an envelope. I will not be including those. Okay, that's all I have for you today. As always, please like, subscribe, and share, and happy crafting.